Well, here we are again, Monday, going to review Barry Peatling's views of the game Chelsea versus Seaford on Saturday. And we just got a little headline here, Barry Peatling heads award. What's that about before we talk about the game, Barry?
Colin, beg your pardon, got Barry's and Colin mixed up there, but yeah, that was when I was up in Shepparton and I was on top of the award there, Colin. I finished up running second, missed that when the TV set back in them days would have been a big thing, but yeah, that was when I was on top of the award, Colin.
A cash prize of $200 together with a television set supplied by H.G. Palmer of Shepparton, it says there.
That's right, I kicked 6 goals that day.
6 goals, not too bad.
Best on the ground, mate.
Fantastic. Well, let's get to the game. Seaford versus Chelsea. It was a good game. I even popped over to have a look, and if you haven't seen the video yet, check out the video, the highlights of last quarter, and also a little bit of celebrations in the rooms on your channel. Which will be quite good. Okay, let's get stuck into the game then, Barry. What was the weather and any changes?
Well, it was very good. Breeze favouring the Catherine Road end again. Probably 4 or 5 goals at least. It was a very good day for football, Phil.
Very good. Any changes?
Changes. There was 2 changes. Biaggi went away to get married, which I can't believe. He's gone away for 4 weeks.
Right.
Gay's come in for him, and Lancaster come in for what's his name? Odell. But he comes every 2 weeks. He'll be playing every couple of weeks. Mr. Odell, very good footballer.
Okay, let's have a look at the game. First quarter, Chelsea sort of skipped ahead a little, 4-2 to Seaford's only 1-1.
Pretty scrappy first 10 or 15 minutes. I don't know what. It's always the first 10 or 15 minutes in the last few weeks have been always scrappy. There's always ball ups. They had 24 ball ups. But Ryan Stewart was playing very well in the back line, and Robbie Lancaster in the back pocket, Colin, was playing very well. He might have found his niche there in the back pocket. He played very well all day, Robbie Lancaster. But there wasn't Powell, Lewis and Powell, and the old top 4, the big 4, Lewis, Powell, Harrison and McLeod started off well again as usual. Lewis playing well on the wing, Powell was going very well, but yeah, it was the 2 goals in front of quarter time, aren't we?
3 goals.
3 goals in front of quarter time.
Okay, let's get to the half-time score. Seaford came back and there's only 1 point difference with Chelsea 6-5, Seaford 6-4.
Seaford kicked 5 goals in the second quarter, Colin. It was that Kreska. If he was kicking straight, he could have been. He was taking some extraordinary marks, Colin. He looks as though he's about 6 stone, but he was letting him down. He only kicked 2 for the day, but he was starting to but Shatlock, give him his duty. He hung around with him and sort of held him. We only kicked 2 goals for the day.
Okay.
But it was a pretty close at half time. It was only point in or something.
Starting to get worried at half time. Then we jumped to the third quarter. Seaford just stood still, no points at all. 6-4. Chelsea 12 goals 6.
Well, third quarter. Third quarter, aren't we now?
Correct.
Yeah.
Chelsea kicked 6 goals.
Chelsea. Last 2 or 3 weeks, third quarter has been their best quarter for most of the games, and they kicked McLeod.
They were kicking with the wind though in that quarter. The wind picked up a bit.
Well, that's right. They were kicking with the wind, but Seaford, they were a pretty good side, Colin.
They took advantage of it.
McLeod was playing well. Luke Damon got to mention earlier. He had a fantastic game on Saturday and kicked 2 or 3 goals, and of course Powley and Rory Gregg was playing well at centre half back. Jack Gaze, he actually got 8 hit outs in a row, Colin. That's a lot of hit outs in a row. And they were getting beaten in the first quarter and a half, but no, they started to get on.
So he's sort of cementing himself maybe as a regular in the team.
Oh look, he's got to keep in that side. I might give this little thing now. I was going to tell you later, but I'll make a big prediction about Jack Gaze. The next 2 years he could be AFL standard.
Okay.
If he gets his mind right and gets himself really fit here.
We heard it here first.
Yes, he's going to be a good footballer.
Final score 14-11 Chelsea to 8 goals 6. I popped over for a cameo appearance in the last quarter.
Well, it was a pretty even last quarter. They had the wind. They only kicked 2 goals. They only kicked 2 goals after half time, Colin. That's a pretty good effort from Chelsea, holding them down. That's why the defence, like Ryan Stewart, Shadlock, Nizer, they all put in. And of course Luke Damon, he took 1 mark there in the last quarter. It was on video too. He took 1 mark in the last quarter. It was nearly the mark of the year it was, and because he kicked the goal about 60 metres out. Played a fantastic game, Luke Damon.
All right. Well, now we're going to talk about the group of best players.
The best players, Colin, sort of is a reasonable in order too. Powley, Lewis, Harrison, Damon, McLeod, Stewart, Robbie Lancaster, Jack Gaze, and Rory Gregg. A special mention to Rory Gregg, who's might have found some assistance in half back on.
You named half the side then.
Well, it was a very good team effort. There's a few other couple other fellas there that could have popped in there too, but well,
At the game, you said top four. The top four, as usual, were starring, but we'll get to the votes in a minute. But just we'll go back to revert to the goal kickers. Tell us about the goal kickers again.
I'll give them all this week. Instead of just giving the main goal kickers, I'll give the lot. Damon kicked 6. Irish slipped in for another couple of 2 sneaky ones again. Powell got 2. Nigel kicked 1. Mags, Civvies and McLeod all 1 each.
Okay, excellent. So it's a bit of a team effort there.
It was, yeah.
Now, just got to ask you a question. The coach swung Rory Gregg to centre half back. Good move, bad move?
I thought it was quite surprised when I seen it, but it worked out right. He might be right there. He has been playing the ruck probably the last 6-7 weeks, but he really, I think he's pretty adaptable sort of fellow. He's 6'4", 6'5". He played all right.
So you think that's a spot?
I think that might be his go, yeah.
All right. Well, give us the votes, Barry. 1 vote.
1 vote, another split vote here.
Split vote again. This seems to be a habit with you.
Pretty common with me.
Yeah.
You got to spread it out a bit anyway. Harrison and Luke Damon. Harrison played a good game as always, but Luke Damon, he played very well. 6 goals straight.
Okay, well,
6
excellent.
straight.
Yeah, very good, isn't it?
2 votes to A. Lewis. Of course, played a fantastic game. 25 possessions. 25, at least 25 possessions. Might be a couple more, but Jackson Powell, star. And I called him a star in that video, that last quarter he done last Saturday, with 24 and 25 possessions too.
So
3 votes.
I did see he's tenacious.
Oh, he's a class act.
If he lets go of the ball, he's after it again in second and third.
And you wouldn't know what his preferred foot is. He can kick both sides. You wouldn't know. He doesn't even know himself, I don't think.
Okay, well that's a good
So
sign.
that goal he kicked in the last quarter, you've seen it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
60 metres. He's about 5'3" and about 8 stone. No,
Now,
a
bit taller than that, but just with Anthony Lewis, he didn't get any stage fright from last week's interview.
No, he played his usual.
The celebrity status didn't go to his
didn't
head.
affect him. It's a bit like me. With all the accolades I used to get when I was playing, I used to play better. If I read something about myself, I'd play better next week. It didn't go to my head. Same as Louis.
Okay, now next week. Tell us about next week.
Well, I'll give you the highlights first.
Oh,
Colin.
sorry, yes, sorry.
Give us the
highlights.
As I just mentioned Powell's, but Powell's 2 goals come in the third quarter. They were fantastic goals, really uplifting goals. They were. He's a little star. Damon's marking and kicking for goal. Treat to watch. People pay a lot of money to go and watch him. And another thing about Jack Gaze, as I said before, 2 years' time I reckon he could be AFL standard. He played a fantastic game. He's getting fitter, and he just looks very. You've seen him play. You've seen him there.
Excellent.
And who else I was going to mention? Michael Krasker. He's probably one of the best marks in the country football I've seen
This
ever.
is for Seaford.
Mark Krasker. Not Mark Krasker, just Krasker, but he couldn't. He was taking marks. He just come from behind. Shame he couldn't kick straight. Thank God for that.
All right, very good.
But that's nearly about all. The seconds one. Thirds got beaten by 5 point. Seconds one easy. We had a good day all around for Chelsea's. And the Saturday night, went over there Saturday night after later at night for the fancy dress ball. There was a few clowns getting around, nothing on, and jumping around, and Louis was over there, and not much room over there when they're doing the renovations.
Yeah, so we look forward to the renovation.
But next week we're playing
next week.
Sunday down at
Whereabouts?
EDS down there on. I don't
Sunday
like these Sunday. I don't like these
Now,
Sundays.
is there any truth in the rumour that for anyone who comes up to you in the crowd and says, I saw your YouTube video, you're going to give them $5? Is there any truth in that rumour?
That's $4.50, Colin.
Okay, so...
Well, they can come up, look...
They can come up and say, I saw you on the videos.
Well, we had that, if you
Feel
done that
free.
video, we might try and do something in a couple of weeks' time. The same thing, if you can get yourself over there again, Colin, 2 or 3 weeks'
See
time.
how we go.
Because there's 50 people that watched it, so it must be...
It's popular.
I thought it was quite hilarious, as a matter of fact. Me yelling out there and your commentary was quite good.
All right, well, we'll look forward to that game next week. So that's goodbye from me.
That's goodbye for me, and see you next week at the same time.